How do you fix broken heart? Stitches. Maybe even staples, but probably stitches and glue. But seriously, by recognizing that healthy relationships don't fail. They fail when they become unhealthy for at least one of the people involved. By recognizing that people change. You are learning, growing, and becoming more experienced every single day you're alive. And so is the other person. If you're really lucky, you grow in compatible ways. Oftentimes you don't. You literally aren't the same person you were when you got together, but neither are they. The person you are now probably never would have fallen in love with the person they are now. Heartbreak is just the longing for something that once was, but simply isn't now. Even worse, humans have a penchant for nostalgia. It's entirely possible that what you're longing for, what you're missing, never even existed in the first place. This isn't a good message. Just because people aren't compatible doesn't mean it's an unhealthy relationship. Broken hearts fix themselves. Time. Yeah, this is the answer. It sometimes takes a long time, but broken hearts are at least one wound time heals. If your heart is broken now, take comfort in the fact that with time, you won't be hurt anymore. Textbook copy-paste answer. Sometimes you die with that pain. Life isn't a movie, it hurts. Like when one so dies and the widowed soon follows. Yeah, but that's life, man. Either it makes a permanent mark on you, and you get therapy drink, or you move on. Grief does its own thing. That really is how it be all the time. I sympathize with the above, but I also believe love helps too. Yes, but you also have to want it, and you have to try. Antiarrhythmic drugs, beta blockers, several types of diuretics and blood pressure regulating drugs. An ICD pacemaker is a good idea too. I'd say sotalol first episode, spironolactone, carvedilol, furosemide, and lisinopril. Maybe Entresto and metoprolol in place of carvedilol and lisinopril. Actually, they've done extremely well. Regular EKGs and metabolic stress tests, as well as a low sodium diet. Cardiac rehab therapy a few times a week until a decent exercise habit is confidently instilled. If their F drops to low and their overall health trends down, the transplant list might be the only option. My last harsh breakup was during a weird time for me as I was transitioning from uni into trying to find a secure job for myself. I was already emotionally fragile, and that was the icing on the cake. What helped me was occupying my time, so I didn't wallow in those negative emotions. It was a good time for me, because I made some really great friends, spent time with old friends, saw my parents, and did a lot of fun things. The only downfall was a lot of those fun things involved drinking, which didn't help. Alcohol is not a coping mechanism, but being productive and surrounding yourself with people who care for you is great medicine. Also heard flex tape is a good fix. Time actually isn't enough to heal. You also have to live life. See friends, go out to events, do things. If you spend time focused on negative thoughts, the wound will fester and cause your mind to narrow. Go out, and the world will open itself to you, and you will feel like you have learned and grown, and you will find other avenues of happiness. Going through this right now, and it's the absolute worst thing in the world, but I have been doing exactly that. Going out, exercising, working out, golfing a lot, gaming with friends, keeping busy with work, and just focusing myself, and I have to say it does help. Time, unfortunately, this is the only real answer. Revenge does nothing, it creates instant gratification, but over time, you will have guilt growing within you. Personally, my biggest heartbreak was when my high school sweetheart, who was pregnant when I enlisted in the military, was not pregnant. When I came home on leave, she had an abortion. While I was gone, honestly, it destroyed me for some time. It took me a long time to get over it and forgive her. Unfortunately, I did go for the instant gratification of revenge by sleeping with all of her best friends and her mother. Yes, it was fun. No, I would not do it again. You don't. You need to live and suffer with a broken heart for the rest of your life. You may find someone to love again, yes, but your heart will never be 100% healed. You may think you're okay, but you're really not. In the deepest ventricles, resting at the bottom of your right ventricle, hanging on for its dearest life. So deep even you believe you're a-okay, not remembering the fact that she lied to you for the entire relationship, afraid to show you to people who mattered to her, because in reality you are an embarrassing person and nobody could ever love someone like you. Time, distraction, and money maybe. Dedicate your time to hobbies that help take your mind off things. Video games and skating helped a lot. Work distracted me as well. While it was hard to perform at work with a broken heart, your employer won't care how much you're hurting. Well, at least mine didn't. I worked so much, picking up any possible shift I can get just to keep me occupied. Before I knew it, I had disposable income. It doesn't buy you happiness, but it helps. Find things to do. Consider new hobbies. Find the things that distract you from negative thoughts. Don't get me wrong. The negative thoughts and emotions are important, and you must feel them. But you don't have to surrender to them. At least for me, every time I've experienced true heartbreak, I find myself searching for more bands to play in. More time at rehearsal equals less time wallowing in sadness and self-destructive thoughts. Good luck, homie. You can get through this. Water, particularly salt water, if you know the ocean and tears. But if you don't have access to the ocean, a lake or stream will do. And if you don't have access to that, even a pool, a shower, or washing your face helps to take you out of the acute pain for a moment. Then the rest is time, and continuing to grow, and be a person in the world, looking towards the future you want. I got this. Has been 18 months for me, since my heart was shattered. Time, exercise, and getting on with your life. Meeting new people, making new friends, and after a time, falling in love again. Some people say you need to get used to being alone. I don't think that will ever happen for me. Best way to get over someone is to get under another. Heard that said. I've tried that in the past, and it didn't work for me. Going through a breakup and was a wreck yesterday, but felt a bit stronger today. Day by day I'll be taking it. Keep busy and be kind to yourself. Thing I experienced is that I needed to learn to be alone again. To be single, to do things you did with your partner alone. And it just takes time. Don't rush yourself, but don't dwell neither. You owe it to yourself to find the confidence again, and to get your heart back in shape. First you let all your anger out, then you dedicate the rest of your time focusing on caring for yourself, your career, your family, and revisit old hobbies, or pick up a new one. Honestly, just keep yourself busy and distracted from the person you're trying to get over. Time, and focusing on yourself. Spend time alone doing things you like. And don't ever think about the things that caused your heart to break. If you start valuing yourself by investing your time into you, that's how you heal. Only time helps. Sorry, I'm sure that's not the answer you wanted, but that's the only truth. You could try seeing someone else that would distract you enough to probably help. But most people with a broken heart don't want someone else. If you're truly in need of advice, there is no quick fix. The only thing that helps is time, and lots of it. In the meantime, just find ways to distract yourself from that feeling. Try to keep yourself busy. The knowledge that the only cure time, and an understanding that if it was going to come to an end it would have been worse if it had gone on long. Hope if this is applying to you, but you feel better soon. Have a free internet hug. Depends who broke it. If it is through a breakup, best get out there again. If it's loss, time, and focus on the good memories. No regrets. Also, chocolate makes everything better. Guy Winch, how to fix a broken heart, relevant TED Talk. Believe me, I used methods mentioned here even before watching the TED Talk. Definitely works for me. Time. Don't find someone else to fix it, because healing it's something you need to do on your own. This doesn't mean you can't still get support from others though. You don't fix a broken heart. You patch it up the best you can over time, and your heart changes in ways you can't even describe, and often for the better. You don't. The pain temporarily goes away, but it'll always stick with you. Especially when it's 3 in the morning and you have something to do the following day. You don't. THTS, the hardest thing about heartbreak, the time you spend broken, is proportional to the emotional investment you put on the line. Time. Exercise helps, but time is the only way. The pain never really goes away, but it gets less painful after time. A bucket of KFC and a 12-pack of your favorite beer. Also, get all the sides, especially the coleslaw. Become bitter against the gender that broke it. If that doesn't work, try becoming bitter against all humanity. Time, as long as it may take. The pain doesn't get any easier, you just make room for it. If it's a man's heart, beer and duct tape. Woman's heart, you're gonna need OEM parts. Duct tape. Remember, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Short answer is time, as many others have said. However, you never really find all the pieces. Stop giving any thought brain attention to whatever broke your heart. Time will heal it. Tape, glue, beer, pizza, and time. Then out of time at the gym. Time and focus on yourself. Pick up a hobby and work on getting better at it. You don't have to fix it if it never gets broken. Imsu alone sobs. A piece of you will always stay broken. You need to bury this part deep inside. You can't. They heal by themselves. Chocolate helps though. Not to be glib, but nothing helps you forget the last one like the next one. Time and distance. Also realizing what an asshole weirdo they are. Yourself. Advice is great, but it's meant to take you so far. Not sure why, but something called flex tape is coming to my mind. All you need is wine, ice cream, pizza, and the ability to fantasize. You can't because it's never broken, only bent, and it heals with time. The best way to get over someone is to get under someone else. Well, what I do is cha-cha real smooth. A skilled cardiologist and open heart surgery. You don't just throw it at your neighbors. Well, go ask our Elashian Shapad this. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Get a surgeon and have them deal with it. Adopt a pet. That's what I did. Chocolate milk helps me regening. Time and good friends are the best cure. With understanding that it's not broken. Some tape or glue always works for me. Aortic valve replacement surgery. Buy a new one off the black market. Copious amounts of comfort food. Some instant ramen should fix it. You don't, and you deal with it.